Good morning. Welcome back to Dower House Farms. Get these cattle fed now, get the soil pushed in first, get the cattle fed, and we're going back sowing corn then again today. We were pulling beets yesterday. And let's get more ground cultivated, do the last bit of cultivating there now for the autumn. There's only one field left to be done. That'll be it then. So, some campaign, she's just dust. We were pulling beets yesterday and dust. The ground wasn't too hard, it wasn't too soft, it was just unreal. All the cattle are fed, horses ridden. Fang, oh, about to have to license that tractor. I'm going to give the case of grease up there now. We're heading off then. It's all of the last field that has to be cultivated. There's one must get this is for wheat, and there's one field of oats must get run of the Missouri. And Dad's going to sow on the last field of barley now today, so I'll go to our friends. Heading on out of the yard now. About half an hour to the next farm. I'm just heaving away here. It's all going East Cork today. The neighbours have some old thing on the back of the tractor. I don't know what it is. I must look up my vintage book to see what that thing on the back of the tractor is. It's making the ground or turning the ground upside down. I think they're called plough, is it? What are they called? You used to use them in like the old, like back in medieval times. I think that's what they're called, is it? So of course anyone is mint hitting these days, like. I'm only joking. They do a lot of do all their bales as well, contractors. Back in the yard now. Taking off the Heva and let's put on the Missouri. Give the field a run. We're going sowing oats. Dad is just filling up the drill again. It's lunchtime there now, so we'll have our grub and we'll all be back at it again. Fang was feeding cattle, and then he rolled the winter barley that we planted there over the weekend. Just out from lunch there now, and there's a change of plan. I was going cultivating for oats, but I was talking to one of our agronomists there, and he said it's way too early to sow oats yet. It's another 10 days, so that's alright too. So I'm going to go mucking out there now. Dad is sowing corn, or he's going sowing corn, he's having his lunch there now. And Fang is fixing up a few water troughs there up in the North Farm. Pens that we saw just use that time, so we'll be using them now for the winter. So we'll get them pens fixed up and put on the dung fork. And I'll go up here now, and I'm going to get out maybe two, if I could get 2 pens up. I could even bed them down today. Should have told him that. I didn't know I was going to muck them out, so I'm going to get out a couple loads, and even if I got out 3 or 4 loads, you know, the fun of it would do. Start with this one, I suppose. I'll do the other one. one's actually nearly worse. Here we'll start with this one. Try and get a load out of each one maybe. Which is sort of isn't the ideal way to do it. You'd nearly be better off cleaning it off down to the ground, but anyway. Yeah, it's have to be bedded down now. Anyway, right. Get the door opened and yeah, get them taken out. Let's get this Bowser shifted out of the way. Daisies. Don't hit the dung fork. Beautiful. These are grand old penny bulls. When they're inside now, you think they're a little bit warmer than they are. They're big old bulls and they're growing away mad, but there's a lot of scope left. No lad. There's loads of they're only stores at the moment. When they have another 6 or 8 weeks feeding now, they'll be mighty cattle. Do you mind? When you don't muck out the pens fully, like invariably we don't, to be honest, we usually just take a couple of loads out the front of it. You end up mucking out a lot more often, so sort of every 2 weeks we have to take a load out the front, whereas you'd sort of get away with a month if you clean it out fully. But anyway, so look, we only do as good as we can do, and I might get out 2 or 3 loads there now today. Just look, you can see how much bedding we're using. Like the beds aren't even wet. You know, even where they're eating, the beds are bone dry. So we're using a lot of straw, but I don't mind. I understand the value of straw and how valuable it is to our business. So, like, to have that farmyard manure to spread back in the land is worth anything to us, as it is any livestock farmer, be it for reseeding or if they're growing crops or anything. But some people don't sort to see it that way. But yeah, there's a lot of well working done now, there's no doubt about that, but it's well worth it in my view. The problem is that, like, even though the beds are bone dry, they start pushing out the boards under the doors, under the barriers on the front, so that's sort of the only reason we have to muck them out. But they're actually bone dry. But then again, our weather has been bone dry, and that makes a massive difference when it comes to straw bedded sheds. Just got one load out the front of that there now. Our old trailers aren't ideal because they're more grain trailers than forage or dung. The dung will get caught in this bit here in the back and it won't come out, so we can't overfill them. But I'm sort of looking at the idea of getting up and over doors put onto them. So just to find someone who'd do it for me. Anyone who knows, give me a shout. I'd probably do it in the 2 trailers, definitely on that one, and that's Bailey, and maybe the top as well. Be wicked handy, I reckon. Boys, back in the bed you go. Take a load out of that pen as well now if I have time. Come on, quickly now please. They're quiet actually, they saunter down like cattle that are out in the field nearly. Look at this, dust in the yard in the middle of October. Mental, isn't it? Come on boys, in you go, look at that beast. Go on, you saucy looking fecker, yeah. Go on, hups. Come on. Now walk a bit. Go on. Roll away, Mad, now. No, it's gone off. Next pen now for clean out is this outdoor pen. Look at that beast. Go ahead, you now, the chances. Another cracking bull there. Busy women.
This is Cork, in Cork down by the knee. This is Cork, a real capital city. This is Cork, in Cork down by the knee. This is Cork, Cork, Cork. This is Cork. Drink pints in Collins, Mutton Lane in the corner she be. Meet the homegrown hero, the legend, the Roy. You can spend summers down the Marquee in the place of the everyman. Some cider on a Sunday down the Maradine when you can. This is Cork.
Let him come up out now. Train this bale of straw. Scatter around there, then break it up a small bit there. Scattered themselves fairly good anyway. So the one thing about when you do muck them out, you actually have to use a lot of straw then to sort of build up a bed. A nice deep bed for them again. I leave them be scattering that away there, they'll do a fairly good job of it. Later again, I'm going to give him 2 half bags. That is so annoying. Dust rising. Rarely you see that in winter barley. Fucking crows, my god. Just out after my supper now. I'm going to get a load of beef loaded up there. Feeder loaded up with beef for the morning, I should say. Speeds up the job a lot if that's good. We're chopping about I'm chopping about 4.5 ton every 2 days now, so I'm just about have enough here now. I'd say I should have, if my calculations are right, I should have about half a ton left over. bucket for this job, it would speed it up a little bit. You put about 700 kilos of feed into this bucket, you put about a ton into the other one, so I should have to only speed it up by a couple of seconds, but every little helps, as Tesco say. Absolutely bang on. Just about a ton left. So just push this back here now, so this can be the first stuff used for the next load, because the next load that's coming down is the stuff that was pulled yesterday. So always use the old load first, keep everything nice and fresh. I'm sort of stuck now between two walls. Now, lovely. Our old yard is a little bit pokey. There's no way you'd manage with that other than a load on. They're just so manoeuvrable. It's pokey sort of by design, because obviously if you're putting in silage or whatever, it is a little bit tight, but that's only one day of the year. I'm filling feeders here every day of the year, so I want to be as tight and compact as possible. I want everything close to the feeder as possible. So now what's next? Get the silage pushed in here now, and we'll go over then and cultivate the headlands where Dad sat today. He literally just has to drive back into the yard this minute, so we'll get them headlands done, and let's put the heaver back in the case. Musical chairs as usual. That is literally just after driving in this second. I made a bit of a mess mucking out, but anyway, tidy it up tomorrow. Just on the last round of the headlands now, so we do 5 rounds, and it's smashing all together. Very rarely, if ever, I've seen dust sown winter barley, but we've dust tonight. So that's it now for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Busy all day and I didn't get a pass on the yard, so I got a couple of, I suppose I didn't do too bad. I got the speed out and I got about 30 acres cultivated. It's nothing. I know, it is what it is. So hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please like and subscribe. The more subscribers I get, the better the videos do, and I just enjoyed that a little bit more, so cost them to subscribe. So hit that subscribe button and it'll do us all, well, it'll do me good, it'll help me out, so I'd appreciate it if you do it. So anyway, thanks for that. See you again tomorrow. More Dark House Farms. Hello.